11, take one.
Take one. More than one take, we'll shoot.
You will forget all about the Yggdrasil fire. You have forgotten. You have forgotten your name.
Is this not why you were here?
What makes a good story is a good yarn. Frequently you can get mired and get stuck in your own sludge with getting too intellectual. I think if you can tell the story, what this film is about, in more or less 30 seconds or a minute, less than a minute, then you've probably got something, because everything else after that is enlargement. This film is about boom.
This brings me to Quantum Kleptomania, which, again, what you did in terms of the treatment that you handed me, because that looked like an accomplished sort of ad treatment, do you know what I mean? It was visually led, because it's going to be a visually led piece. For me, works on sort of many, for some big levels in collection, I think you have some stuff for me works on sort of many. The fact that you're filming right now has thrown me a little bit, but that's fine. The fact that you're filming right now has thrown me a little bit, but that's fine. We'll keep going. It's not my first rodeo, David. Because it works on so many different levels intellectually, trying to get an elevated pitch. What I don't want to do is force you into making an elevated pitch.
What you need to do is use your editing
Name's Dave.
image. It's using one the roller.
Sorry about that. I've worked in graphics, film design for 20-30 years. During lockdown, I kind of stopped doing anything creative, I should say. The workshops helped me by giving me some structure on my creative projects, really. Access to computers. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully going to start creating projects again. Don't know what to say.
Well, I found Greg's attitude very encouraging, very positive. I've enjoyed seeing what the others can bring to the table, what they have to say, their viewpoints. I've enjoyed seeing people's documentaries, seeing what they're doing. Makes me
Congratulations, Palmer. You've just killed an American agent.
You might want to ask people, David.
I already did.
You already asked the students?
Yes.
Well, these three strangers.
Yes. They're not
Did
strangers.
they ask you? Oh, okay, I'm confused.
Thank you. Apologies accepted.
Us to love documentary and make a documentary. So, which is what Dave's doing right now. He's cheating. He ain't going out. He just films this and he's winging. And yeah, but then I think next year, or when we've done this task, then we'll be doing something with a narrative, like maybe fiction, scripted, acted. So it's a completely different thing altogether. So yeah, so it's a 4-minute film. Some of the people didn't hear the teacher when he said, I want the film to be between 3 and 6 minutes. And they've come back with hours and hours of footage. And then they've got to kind of edit it down to 6 minutes, which will be fun. And what's yours so far, Dave?
So my one, I managed the first couple of rough cuts were 30 minutes, and then I managed to get it down to 8 minutes, and now it's come back up to, the latest cut is up to 16 minutes. But so this workshop, which is normally hosted by Greg from Ridley Scott Associates, his background was in making commercials, you know, like TV commercials for Adidas, etc., and pop videos. And the person he worked with, Ridley Scott, before becoming a famous film director for movies such as Blade Runner and Alien, he just made thousands of commercials. So
Because my film school was commercials, and that's why I will never hear anything said against commercials, because I never did film school. It was everything to me. And one thing they don't teach you at film school is it's time against creativity. So the clock is always running. They don't
Greg learned his craft through the making of commercials. So there is actually a procedure whereby you initially write a treatment, which is a short synopsis of what your documentary is going to be about. And then you'll develop what they call an elevator pitch. So if you imagine if you got into the elevator with a big financier and you literally had a short space of time while you're in the elevator to explain what your story is about and hook that finance, that's called the elevator pitch. So it really makes you focus and narrow it down. And the elevator pitch literally should be a minute or so long. So various people in this workshop have decided to do various documentaries. You've just heard one example of the 4-minute egg. One girl, Claire, has decided to do how tourism destroys the very artifacts they go to visit in ancient Egypt. And another young lady, Abna, is doing some research on her father and society in the 60s, West Indian and Irish society in London, 1960s. So my one, I originally wanted to do a docu-fictional idea, whereby Greg, who comes to hold the workshop, has come from a very sinister corporation who make all the big advertising around the world, and they've just got a contract with Alphabet, they're the owners of Facebook, etc., to develop software for the metaverse. Now, they had the software, so the universe of things, so when you're walking on the street, a device will pick up you, know it's you, and advertise directly to you. So in order to do that, they needed lots of creative minds, and it would just cost so much money. So what they did, in the guise of film teachers, they would come into universities, and using quantum entanglement, they would download all the information, creative information from the students, they'd steal it. So it was called quantum kleptomania. Anyway, however, that proved very difficult to create in 6 minutes, as you can imagine. So I decided to make the film. I left that in my film, my idea of a film that you'll never see in the documentary. And the documentary is about the workshop itself. And now it's 16 minutes, I'm going to get it down a bit. That's how I've always done it before. I'm still filming. Yeah. So you guys will probably be in it.
And so Greg, in his email, had said that he wanted everyone to talk a little bit about their treatments and their synopsis today. I'm not familiar with what either of these things are.
Well, the synopsis is like the longer version of that first pitch, where you've got someone stuck in the lift for 1 minute before they get to their floor and get out. They've got that time. Now he's gone, great idea, now give me a synopsis, so you've got a little bit more time to go into more detail and sell it a bit more. And the treatment is pretty much how you're going to make this film. You're going to get everything into place, make it cost it, where you're going to film it, what you're going to film it with, how many people on the film crew, because it all, you know, the reality is it's all about money. How much is it's going to cost this man you kind of ambushed in the lift? And so that's what he wants to know, so that'd be the treatment. So you've caught him with the first pitch in the lift, you've sent him the synopsis, full-blown version of the film, and now he wants to know how much it's going to cost really. What equipment do you need? How big is the film do you need? Are there actors you want to there's a review on this and cheap actors. I've got 2 people in the cast.
So you can make a good film on a mobile phone, but there's something they call the production value, which really every piece of equipment that you use, like if I make this film using this Apple iPhone, if I use like a really expensive movie camera, then I get better quality of images as I go through each step, better sound quality, so you end up with a better production value, which is determined by, you know, the maximum amount of people wanting to see your film. You know, if you have really bad sound quality or the camera's jumping all over the place, the audience will soon lose interest.
Watch the problem coming over the horizon, and if it's a problem, knock its head off before it gets near you. The first requirement of anybody to do this job is inordinate stamina, right? Or say, well, actually, I was right, but I went wrong right there. I think the key is to be your biggest critic. Televised beautifully, so I started the process of close communion with cameramen.
Take one. Take one. More than one take will shoot.
Yeah.